Sales reductions 101 for Jacob Price. Going to get him the mean, lean, reducing machine.
Hello, Tom speaking.
Oh, hiya Tom, it's Sam calling from Oatman's, that agency, okay?
I'm good, mate. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks for asking. It was just a quick call on Coruscant Road that we've got on the market for you. Have you got a minute just to have a quick chat?
Yeah, go on, carry on, yeah. I ain't got
Perfect.
too long there, mate, 'cause I'm on my lunch break, but go on.
Yeah, that's fine. I won't take you too much of your time. So I know we've got Coruscant on in the market for you, and we've had a few viewings. We had a few sort of in April, and then we had a couple a few weeks ago. But obviously, you've been on the market since the start of March. I know sort of you've not spoke to myself before. I know
Yeah.
you came on with Tom Beasley originally,
Yeah.
but just wanted to touch base with you really, and just sort of see how you're getting on with everything.
But I ain't sold, mate, so...
Not, yeah, it's. I said I've been in selling out for sort of 9, 10 years, and these properties always sell quite quickly. And the market, I'd say, has slowed down a little bit, but it's not what it was sort of 12 months ago when everyone was turning up and there was 50 people for each block viewing, and the houses were selling sort of within a week of coming on. And houses are selling, but it is down to the price that they're on it for. And as I said, we want to get
Tom
this.
came up with that price.
Yeah, yeah. When I said the valuers are sort of valuing, sort of with all the other agents, with what the prices were selling at, because as I said, we want to get you the best price, and obviously you've probably seen stuff in the local area that's sold recently, but with all the mortgage rates and stuff, it has come down. So I know Tom said that, but with obviously what's going on with the market at the moment, it's only really worth what sort of the current market and the buyers are willing to pay for it. So I just really wondered sort of where you were at price wise. Have you sort of, is 300 sort of where you need to be, or is there any flexibility? Because I want to get you the best price, but also I want to get it sold for you.
Yeah, I won't be able to afford to buy on if I don't get, like, the set what I pay for. Well, 300 grand, really.
300 grand's where it's really got to be.
Yeah. 'Cause
Where,
I've got buy on, and I'm moving areas to, like, get my daughter into a school, and it's, yeah, to get out, I'm already going from a 3 bed to a 2 bed to be able to get into that area, but I need to get 300 grand, really.
yeah, no, I get that, and as I said, it's difficult because obviously everyone's put their house on the market really off the back of what everything was selling at, obviously 12, 24 months ago. But that market, it wasn't the normal market, but it was just absolutely crazy. But now we're back in the normal market. You're probably going to find that your onward that you're looking at, you'll probably be able to get them to come down a little bit. And even if you don't feel comfortable doing that, that's something that we can do for you, and we can try and sort it out on your onward.
What do you mean? You put the offer forward? Or?
Yeah, well, if you let us know which one you're going to have a look at. So we've got 50, 60 people that work here. So between one of us, we'll know someone that works at the estate agents, and we can try and sort of get some inside info, sort of what the offers are. It's in Worcester, yeah, that's fine. We've got a couple of property managers that have worked at a few Worcester branches, and as I said, we've got people that have been in the industry for like 20 years, so they'll know somewhat, normally know someone there, and even if we don't, they normally speak to us a little bit straighter than they'll speak to you guys, and just sort of find out if we can get it down a little bit for you. But obviously the most important thing is, and even if you go and see something you like and it comes on this week, it's getting you in a sole position. And yeah, I'd love to get you 300 grand, and obviously that's the ideal, but it's getting to a point now where obviously it's been on for like touching 3 months, and it's not really got any traction through the door. No one's sort of been for like 3 or 4 weeks, and I just don't want it sitting there and then people start to wonder why it's not sold, and it gets to 4 months, 5 months, 6 months. And as I said, it doesn't matter. We can keep on the market and we can carry on and see how we get on. But if it's something you are looking to do and you want to get it sold, I don't want this house just sitting there and it be one of those where it's like one of the oldest on Rightmove. So where could you come down to if you got like a figure that, I know you said 300, but we can try and reduce it and push and get some people through the door, and then just try and get some offers on the table, and then we can work on them and try and push them up.
So I could take a little bit off it, like, I don't know, a couple of grand, maybe 3 grand or something like that.
the problem is, obviously, if we were going to reduce it, and it's something that you could do at a push, and as I say, you don't need to accept any offers. If anyone comes in with any silly offers, and we can make anyone aware that is booking in that you are looking for sort of X price, it's more about getting people through the door. Because if you've got someone looking up to sort of like 280 or 290, they probably wouldn't look at something at 300 because they're not going to think that you would take a little bit less. So realistically, if I'm honest, I know obviously Tom's put it on at that, and we've done the comparables, and everyone always wants to try and get the best price. But with what's going on at the market at the moment, houses aren't shifting like they used to. So if I was honest, I'd probably say offers over 280 would be the right price to get people through the door. 280 would be if you wanted to get it sold.
Come on, mate. 280.
That's where I think if you wanted to get some people through the door, if that was too much of a drop for you and it just wasn't going to work completely.
Yeah, mate, I can't come down like that. I can come down a bit, mate, but 280 is just too much.
Yeah, well, with how it works on Rightmove, if you went to 290, that would be sort of the minimum that I'd suggest reducing by, just because all the Rightmove searches are all in £10,000 increments. So if you come to, like, I don't know, 295 or 296, you're just going to show up on the same page, and you'll probably show up at the bottom of the pages when they put the search criteria in. So I'd probably say if you come down to offers over 290, we'll make them sort of well aware when they're booking in and they're coming through the door that you can't be taking anything less than that. And if people are looking at lower offers, it's not going to be something you're going to be able to do. But if you do reduce it to 290, it will get emailed out to all the new applicants on Rightmove, Zoopla, and on the market, and all the property portals, and then it will come as a newly listed property as well. So you'll obviously get a bit more traction coming through the door. And as I said, I've looked at the Rightmove stats, and it always shoots up at the start, but there's sort of barely sort of 15 to 20 people clicking on this property sort of a day, and no one's clicking to inquire anymore. So I think if you can come down to offers over 290, we can try and get some through the door. And as I said, like, it doesn't matter if someone comes in with a lower offer, because all we need to do is say is no. But at least then people are inquiring, because at the moment no one's inquiring, and it's going to get to a point where it's, like, as I said, it's just going to look a bit stale on Rightmove, and that's the last thing I'd want for you.
Good, yeah, let's do that.
You happy with 290? I'll get it reduced. As I said, I'm not going to do it today. I'm going to do it tomorrow, because obviously tomorrow's Friday, and the best traffic is on the weekend because everyone's off work apart from us, and we can.
You won't forget to do it tomorrow, though, boy. I know what you guys are like over there.
No. I'm going to do it personally. I know you've dealt with a few of the staff, but I'm going to diary it. And as I said, I'll follow it up over the weekend, and we'll touch base with you and just sort of get some viewings booked in, because as I said, it does make a massive difference, and I generally think it will get some more people through the door for you.
Yeah, perfect.
All right, wonderful. All right, I'll leave you to your lunch break. Cheers, Tom. Take care.
Thanks, mate.
Bye-bye. Cheeky 10 grand. Go for the 20 grand. That's what I think it's going to be. And then you're always going to be able to go up a little bit, but you don't want to reduce them by 5 grand, and you definitely don't want to be reducing by like 2 or 3 grand. There's no point. It'll just come to the bottom of the pages, because they'll go up to 280 or 290 or 300, and then anything at 296 will be down here. And it needs to be, I can't remember what the amount is, but it needs to be 10 grand really for it to show as a newly listed property. And just sell the benefits, and you don't really want to hard sell it. You just want to say, look, I don't want you style on Rightmove, and we don't want houses that are just sitting there not doing anything, because especially when you want to buy something and you want to move on, and you've got obviously an actual need to move. The market isn't what it was 12 months ago, when you had a million people queuing up and you couldn't even book the amount of people inquiring. It's literally dropped by like 150% from the inquiries that each property was getting 12 months ago. So you just need to get them to go down. Some of them won't. Some of them will just tell you to piss off, and some of them will just say, nah, not happening. You lot promised me this. I'm not. I'll just take it off the market. And then you need to back off a little bit if they get like that, because we don't want to lose them, because someone might pay that figure, but you just want to say that's fine. And as I said, well, I want to get you the best price. I'm just touching base with you. I don't want you to I don't want you just sitting there on Rightmove and someone might come through the door and then just sort of backtrack and get yourself off the phone as quick as humanly possible. But the way that I did that price reduction then, I didn't call up and go, the best way to call up, ask them how they were, and you want to address the situation that you might have spoken to a few of them more before, but I've never spoken to them. So I always go, you could just say, I know I spoke to you before, we had that viewing that never went anywhere, or I know I've never spoken to you before, but I just really wanted to touch base with you because, as I said, the market is a weird market at the moment, and I just want to see how you're getting on with everything, and then let them have a moan, let them say, oh wow, he didn't call me back and she didn't tell me about this, or we did have a few viewings and it didn't really go anywhere and we haven't got any offers, and then just get them to open up to you and ask them how they're getting on, because you're not asking them closed questions when they can go no. They can go, yeah, it's going all right. Not really. The service has been decent. Ellie's come back to me a few times and just haven't really got the offer that we want. And then just say sort of what, and obviously the amount of people looking on Rightmove has dropped down quite a bit, and it always does, but I don't want you going stale on Rightmove, and I just wondered where you was at price wise, because I know you came on with Tom Beasley, I think it was originally. Go a bit confused when you say that, and then just say, but obviously I've worked in the area a long time, and I just think that maybe if we can look at the price, if there's some flexibility, just to get some people through the door, and you don't have to accept anything, you just need to get some people through the door, because at the moment you haven't had any viewings in 6 weeks, and that isn't normal for a property in this area on this road. And the house is lovely, it's really nice. I've had a look at you got a brilliant garden, you've obviously done the kitchen up, and I want to get you the best price, but also if you leave it on Rightmove, people start to ask the question. You'll do it when you're looking. If you see a property online and it's been on for 6 months, 7 months, you start going, well, something wrong with that, or I'm going to go and view it and I'm going to see if I can lowball an offer. And you just need to sort of smooth them at the start and see how they're getting on with everything, and then just go for a price reduction and just ask them what they can come down to, and that's it really. And some of them will get their back up completely, and some of them will go, well, to be honest with you, I know it's on for 300, that's what Tom Beasley told me, but I only thought it was worth 275, exactly the same as one on Elwood Road. I rang her up and I was just like, I know it's on for 220. And she was just like, well, we never thought we were going to get 220, but you lot said it was going to be 220, so I thought I'd give it a go. You said all the drone footage might help, but that hasn't. And then you just go, well, what can you come down to? Because you want to sell, let's get you sold. What sort of figures we're looking at, and then make a big thing about when you get the price reduction. Make it sound really positive. It'll get emailed out. It'll go to all the new people. It'll go as newly listed. I'm going to email all the other people that inquired about it before, just to see if they might be interested at the revised price, and then just go for everyone. I'm going to send you a video of how I do it on Auto, so you can literally just sit there, click, make note, reduce, send email out, and then see how many you can do. We'll set you a little target, see if you can beat it. You probably will on that, but I'll send you this video and you can have a little watch on that, and then hopefully you can get loads of the stock reduced. Thanks buddy, hope your arm's better.